right, see what we got going on today. Take a look over at the charts. Got Euro taking off, running into previous week's low. This should be a weekly structure. Above the weekly open, see these highs come get ran out or these balances get taken out. Take a look at ES down to the hourly. Literally in the middle of nowhere. Bounced right off of this equilibrium line. This is 50% retracement from highs to the weekly open. So this green line has the weekly open. We push higher Monday into Tuesday. We retrace back down into Wednesday. We're hovering right above that 50% equilibrium line. Market needs to make a choice. We have Sirius Gamma sitting right above 63.55. Let's see what the market wants to do. We look at the Gamma exposure levels. Take a look at the Gamma exposure. This is the market maker positions. Market makers are going to dampen or accelerate volatility. So this yellow line, let's go down to here. So we have a negative cluster right above price, which is where price is sitting now. Positive gamma cluster right above that, which is going to dampen, which is going to suppress the volatility. So any moves that try to break out in this region, we're going to get met with resistance. Anything that comes into this region is going to be met with acceleration and resistance and acceleration. So price looks like it wants to get suppressed in this area. I'm going to look for a breakdown. Then see, we might just chop in this area. Let's see what the volume looks like at the open and there. Okay. I got caught off guard by news yesterday, PMI, but it worked in my favor. So no news today. Unemployment claims tomorrow. I hate unemployment. Always get wicked out. Anything happen overnight with Trump? Oil tariffs. Have micro ES options open. 0 DTE. See if we can swing at either a long or a short on options. And get some convexity with the options instead of just static with futures. I trade futures with a prop firm with Top Step. Currently doing a combine 150. I'm about halfway there. Knock some of this out. Let's see what everybody is positioning themselves as. 50% of people are net short, and 53% of people on NQ are net short as well. 73% of traders are net long on oil. Likewise on gold. I haven't even looked at gold. See what gold's doing. don't trade gold. I just never been inside of. Trading below the weekly open, we have a double top right. Stops right. Run those stops out. While we go for a swing. Failure here. Base. This is the value area high. We come back to the value area high and we come back and run it out. Be interested in seeing debit spread or sell a put below 65. I mind selling 65 put. Market opens in minutes. Gamma chart ready. This is what SPX looks like with August 15th expiration gamma zones. We have a gamma flip zone. Right now we're right up here at this negative zone because SPX is delayed. So if we get above this zone, right here above this high, we're gonna get suppressed by positive gamma. We run through this positive gamma and we get to this negative gamma, we're gonna just accelerate to it. So let's just get ready and see what we got going on. All right. All right. We're back. All right. Push lower. Gamma's lining up for the day. You can also look at the gamma exposure for the day as well. So I like to do that. That up on the screen. All right, price is falling. Minute. Go to the 30-minute. Great. Come on, ATAS. All right, imbalance here, down at the lows. Unfinished auctions up at the highs. So these red lines up here, these red lines, these are unfinished auctions, right? This is where price reversed, didn't give the buyers a chance. They trapped the buyers up top. Price will either come revisit these areas or they'll never come back again. Either an unfinished auction or a failed auction. So this looks like an unfinished auction with two separate price points that were unfinished, both at the highs. So if we really get into this, these two levels right here didn't give the other side a chance to trade. We have two unfinished auctions here at the top. Price will probably want to come back and fill that out. Also, that is the high of the day. These are key levels to look for. Inside of the value area for the day, so I'm not trading until we get possibly outside of these two lines right here. We're either going to use them as resistance or they're going to become new support. All right, we have a green candle with red delta. Divergence. All right, gamma is pretty normal in this region. We're at a gamma flip zone where we don't have negative or positive gamma, so price needs to figure itself out. Nasdaq slightly ahead of ES. ES sitting on the weekly VWAP, sandwiched in between these two levels. We have this consolidation zone right here, holding price up, which is this up move before this down move. We have a 50% retracement. We have everything for a push higher into this imbalance up top. We have all the recipe, but the long might be the crowded trade. So we might need to shake some people out, but we head higher. Take a look at the stocks, see what the stocks are doing. We have AMD's down. All the big players that have been pushing up lately are down, taking a break. You have Magnificent Seven, Adobe. You have Meta, Microsoft, Broadcom, Amazon are slightly in the green. Nvidia is slightly down. So I think AI chips, AI stocks are taking a break. CoreWeave, Qubit, Applied Dynamics, SMCI, they're down. SMCI is down 20% right now. Bad earnings. Market's still in a range right now. Wix 30 open price right here. Balance go. See absorption at the lows for this 30-minute candle. Price drove into the lows, got absorbed by resting buy orders. I see that on the absorption dots down here. No trade yet. I like the highs of the week, which is yesterday's highs on a Wednesday. Wednesday is usually a pivot day where we pick a higher low for the week. Seems like the highs and the lows are already in. I don't know if we come back down to this low. I just don't think we have the energy and the ability to get down there. But we do get past 241, 250 and past this weekly open. The gamma is so negative down here that if we get down here, we're pushing. We're going to keep pushing through these lows. So for now, this is our dealing range from the weekly open to the weekly high. So anything in this range is kind of no-go. But there is positive gamma under this swing low right here. So if there's positive gamma, that means it's going to suppress the volatility, meaning that if we take out this low, there's a high chance that we reverse and come back into the range. So when negative gamma is down here, and we take out this, we come do something like this, there's a high potential for it to come back like this. And then also, we come like this, there's a lot of positive gamma here. We could come right back here. That's why these little consolidation zones are so tricky, because they can take you back and forth all day. And you could try to sell from here. Like, look, if we measure from here, from this low to this high, we're at equilibrium. This red line is 50%. We're sitting at 50%. We're not at the high and we're not at the low of this mini little range. So if that's the case, what's the dominant trade right now? Is sellers, buyers? We have a mini order block right here, holding price up, and it looks exactly like this from right here. This order block right here order block looks just like this. They're both holding price up. So that's all we have to go on right now. And when we get 3 wicks down like this, usually look for the next one to go up. The opening range right here, lower. Sellers are more aggressive. We're coming into a low volume node and the value area low of the day. See if we catch some support. This is negative gamma zone. Actually, price should accelerate. Coming into negative gamma on the day. It's 295 on the SPX. Right where we are. Negative gamma. The next support is 62.75. So if we break this zone, might get to look at this order book over here. Drop to point of control for the week is just above us. Gamma flip zone right here. All right, gamma just updated. Take a look at it. This is what the gamma looks like. Let's go to expiration day today. So we're in negative gamma right here. This whole area is negative gamma. Oh man, this is gonna be a dump. I get in short. It's gonna be a dump to 62.75. maybe at 10 o'clock. Look at like yes micro, buy a put. All right, let's see after this push. This whole zone is negative gamma. Whole zone is negative gamma. Whole thing is negative gamma. All the way to the bottom of the cone of the straddle. A high volume node, 900 delta. Only looking for shorts. Have weekly VWAP and daily VWAP right overhead. Distance. Volume's right in the middle, not at the lows. There's no accumulation. Volume would look like this if it was accumulating. And then it would look like this if it was distributing. That's what volume would look like. B or a B. Not when it's in the middle like that. My price coming back up. We have negative gamma sitting here as well. So if we rise through negative gamma, we can push right through it. Let's see. A push higher or lower? Because if negative gamma can amplify, sharp pushes higher as well. We're inside of negative gamma, meaning it could go either way. Not approaching gamma. Terms. Price is coming down. Yes, it's coming down into negative gamma. Want to look for a short. VWAP's holding. Weekly VWAP and daily VWAP. We have an imbalance here at the high that got filled in. Failed auction at the lows. Failed auction up here at the highs. Pushing higher. let the open figure it out. Okay, price is pushing. Nasdaq is hitting higher. Nasdaq might be the win. We're above the median for the day. Pushing higher. Nasdaq's pushing higher. Not going to jump in on a breakout. We are in negative gamma. Not my trade yet. All right. Price is pushing higher. Nasdaq pushing higher. Still not getting in. At the value area high of the day. Into a high volume node. Trust. Gamma shows negative. We push higher. Here comes price back down. Not going to get in this trade until it gives me a clear direction. Gamma's negative here. Can either push right through or we can reverse back to the lows. We got buyers being met with sell limit orders on the absorption. Still in the first 30 minutes of the opening range. Here comes the push lower. I call this the two push equity open. Usually traps traders long and then shorts. Here come the shorts, aggressive shorts. No buyers at all. Shorts, getting ready for my short. Gamma's negative. Stopping at this order block right here, pushing past it. There's another order block down here. We break down, I'm gonna get short. So guys, trading the Nasdaq, trading ES. Day trader. Going live for the first time. Here, see if we can. All right. Price looks like it wants to break down. Sitting below VWAP. Still waiting for confirmation. The gamma exposure just flipped. We're in the suppression zone up here. All right, so let's get short. All right, I'm short. Stops above this high. I want to see this area break down. I want to see it go down to the lows of the day. I mean, of the week. We'll see. Anything can happen. here. Okay. Tested at the highs. Delta's negative. Could easily push right through this. I get out here for loss and then I might get back in. It's early in the session. That's why things whipsaw like this. 10:30 gives a good clear picture. We're at the point of control for the week and the day. Probably going to get out of this position. Failed auction up high. Sell right here. They take this high and then run lower. That's hilarious. Get right back in. Seems like that's what they're going to do. Delta's still negative. Coming back down. They love taking out these highs and reversing it. Could be a gamma squeeze on the shorts. And accelerate the move. You get long on like all right. Let's look for another short. Min short. Be my second try for a short. If not, then I'm gonna wait for PM session. Gold just went crazy. Something just happened. In oil. It was going nuts. Happened. Somebody said something. All right, shorts are in profit. Shorts are in profit. We're on short the ES right now. Shorts are running. Seemed like the push to the highs were just to take out highs. Day. Large volume delta at the in this candle. All right, lots of red delta. So guys, if anybody trades the markets, stick around. Not liking this price action at all. All right, sellers taking control. See how there's all the red at the bottom of this area I told you right here. Yo, it's all the volumes down here. Sellers are selling at the low of the candle and not selling at the highs. The buyers were trying to play a breakout. The sellers had sell limits at the highs. The buyers pushed right into the sell limits. Be right back. Of course, price came right back on me. All right. This can be one of those days. It's gonna be a later in the day type of price action. It's horrible. My last attempt at a short for going if it doesn't click out. Buyers are stepping in. Let's see if they're met with sell limits or it pushes right through. There's a lot of negative right here. Be like a 20-point push if we break these highs. Might put Large buy orders stepping in. They're being met by sells. I want to see what happens right here. I just got wicked out twice. Market is taking people out right now. Large accumulation, the largest buy candle so far. So guys, you guys trade the markets, stock market. All right, price pushing up, Nasdaq jumping. Man, that. It was a 3K push up to the tops. Continuation. Nasdaq long. Tight stuff. Get some of this money back with the Nasdaq long. Yep, we're coming up into. Took the 200. Let's see if I can get some more later. No. Look at oil. I think we're coming up into positive gamma. Should be suppressed. See if we can look for shorts on the ES. Not yet though. See, we're coming up into that unfinished auction. Coming up into value area high. This might be a place to start to sell. Here. Do I look for a short? I want to get short here, guys. I think I'm short. I don't want to do it, but of the high. It's like accumulation. I don't know why I got short. The only thing is gamma and value area high of the week is usually resistance. Unfinished. We tapped into this unfinished auction, like I told you, and it's 10 o'clock, which is a reversal time. Took a short on S&P 500. Let's see what happens. Risking 550 bucks. All right. All right, pushing lower. Coming into gamma. Gamma should accelerate this move downward. Imbalance here. See what happens when we get to the point of control. See, if we look at this candle right here, it was 3K worth of volume. And it was almost as if they were pushing it into a price level just to take stops. But I don't see the stops. Oh, I do. I'm sorry. All these buy orders are stop losses for sells. What's up, guys? Anybody trade the markets? Just here watching. See if we can come down. Not so much crazy delta right now, but I'm just going off of gamma structure. All right, if we push through this, we just flip the gamma to negative. And if we get through this level, they should be selling futures because they're long. They sold puts. They should be selling futures if the price gets through this level. That's what they're doing. Here we go. We're gonna the dealers are hedging by selling futures right now. What's up, guys? If you're new, I'm trading the S&P 500 right now. Can't share the screen. All right, price is dropping, up 150. Up there. All right, price is still dropping, pushing to the lows. Not to the lows, but right to this little old resistance level. Let's see if we break through this old resistance level and make it resistance again. Just stop loss a little lower. All right, we're pushing, guys. All right, now we're in profit. So you see, this is what I was showing you. This is what I want you to see. I got short because of this purple line that you're looking at right here. This purple line was gamma that was positive that became negative. So when price pushes through this line, it accelerates. It's negative gamma. And now I'm up 315 because of it. All right, we're up 330. All right, price is pushing, nothing but red delta. Red delta is accelerating. Here comes the acceleration, up 450. Up 450 bucks. I know, zero. All right, do we hold this level? Do we come back? Be in one more gamma zone and then from here. I don't know if we take the lows. That's the problem. A lot of imbalances here. So people are selling in a hurry. Come up, mitigate the imbalance. All right, price is coming down. This might be a consolidation type of day. Wednesday, and then we expand the range on a Thursday. All right, keep pushing. Do I add here? I'm going to add if we break down to these lows. I'm getting in one more sell at these lows. All right, up 550. Pushing down to the lows. Bouncing. Nothing but red delta. All right, pushing through the next level into a positive gamma zone. All right, we're dumping. I'm up 587. Stops to break even. Put this in the chat. You guys want to trade with me? I have a Discord channel. It's called Slack Trading. All right, we're pushing. We're coming up to the point of control in the week. It's going to be a very aggressive move after this. Positive gamma might get suppressed here. Should I take it? Should I keep it running? Taking it. All right. 560. See what else we can do for today. Price probably going to come back up. I'm probably going to get another chance to get short, but at the lows. I'm going to leave this stop right here, sell stop. All right, down 380 on the day from 1,000. Everything's red delta right now. I wonder if I should buy a put. Nah. So I trade options and futures. So I like trading options in my personal account because I have a lot of leverage. I trade prop firm futures. See, gamma's starting to go back and forth now. We're going to get held up in this area. If we can break the lows, then we're going to accelerate down to the next level, to the next 50 level. So guys, where you guys from? I'm in Florida, sunny South Florida. So sunny out here. All right, price is starting to come back up. I knew this would happen. This is gonna be a decision area. This is where price stalled. We're right at VWAP too, so it's a good place to put a straddle on. There we go. Price is dumping. Price is dumping. Might scalp Nasdaq, but right now Nasdaq's ahead of ES on the upside. Nothing but sellers are stepping in. Comes. Oh, all right, I feel good getting out where I got out. All right, we're going lower, pushing lower. All right, here we go, pushing past this order block. Gamma's accelerating. Lots of sellers. All right, here we go. Double bottom, 5 minute. Do it. Right, I'm in. Lost a book. Candle. Two positions. Short 2 contracts, yes. Get past this level, we're in a negative gamma zone, and we're gonna push out. Buyers are trying to step in right here. Take it. Buyers are stepping in. Motherfucker. Push lower. Buyers are stepping in. These buyers are not letting it go. All right. Buyers pushed into sell limit orders. Oh, no, they got absorbed. Like buyers are trying to step in. And for 2 contracts on the ES, buyers are bringing it back up a little bit. Push lower. We're at a positive game. Man. I get out of one position just to save myself a larger loss. Price isn't really budging with these buyers though. Might get out of one. Tell you what, price is not shooting up. I don't know, but I want to de-risk a little bit. Too late to de-risk now. No sellers. This day is a back and forth day. Mr. Krabs, are you even still here? How do I help men improve discipline? 100 burpees a day, working out every day, staying in shape, trading the markets, working from home, not giving into your vices, not going out on weekends, doing the same thing over and over again, even though I don't like it, because I have to, for my family. I just share what I do. Hopefully, it'll help you. My other live, I was doing burpees out in 100-degree heat. I don't think anybody wants to work out outside, but I did it anyways, just to demonstrate where a little discipline can go a long way. And I'm also at home at 10:30 on a Wednesday, sitting at my computer on live because I've been disciplined enough to not fall trapped to the rat race. How do I start knowing the markets? I started when I was 2019. I went to prison for 3 years. I was locked up with stock traders and hedge fund managers, and they taught me what they could teach me. And then I just got out and sat on the computer all day looking at the markets. I also use AI and LLMs to teach me. So if you have a question, you can ask ChatGPT, what's this? What is, you can take a screenshot of your computer and you can submit it to ChatGPT and it'll tell you everything you need to know. That's how I learned how to trade options. I would watch people's YouTube, the long educational YouTubes. I would go to the transcript, which is all the words. I would copy all the transcript. I would feed it into ChatGPT. And then once I fed it into ChatGPT, it would read the transcript. I would ask it to summarize it for me. And then I would take that summary, store it in my notes, and just go over it. And if I had a question, I was like, I would ask ChatGPT a question on the same content it's teaching me on. So that's how I used AI to learn options and trading because I didn't want to work a 9 to 5 job anymore. Nothing against 9 to 5, but I'm fully tatted. I'm tattooed everywhere, and I have a criminal record, so I can't be going around to places with no education asking for a six-figure job. So I figured I'd teach myself how to work from home. My wife and I, we train dogs from home, and I trade on the computer during the day. This action's horrible. Taking out highs and lows and just staying around. No follow through. This is my probably my last position until after lunch. Down 720. Almost as if they're driving price low to go high. I think they're gonna fight it out right here in the middle. I'm not gonna flip flop back and forth though. What's up, guys? Thanks for coming in. I'm trading the markets right now. If you guys don't know, I trade S&P 500. Currently down $700. I love it. All right, if we break through this resistance zone and get to these imbalance, I think I'm done. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah, market just gonna take everybody's lunch today. Uh, hmm? Yeah, that's it for me today, guys. Yeah, garbage. Think about buyers. Dang. That's it for me. Gonna chase 1400 on the day. Ooh. I think that's it for me today. Just lost 1400 bucks. Just rebalanced. An imbalance. Exactly the same delta as previously. You know what? What if we come back down, push back up into this order block? 4 hits to the low. Probably gonna run higher. So guys, that's today. All right. Price might accelerate through this level. So guys, day trading S&P 500. If you guys don't know, a lot of eyes only. Suspicious, but it didn't get pushed into sell limits. That's the problem, bro. This price action is horrendous. Gotta wait till like 1 o'clock to see if we get anything. Oil might run higher. I've seen this pattern before. Yes, too. Amazon right through. Get long. The trade. I don't feel pushing it too much. Call it a day. Pushing it. Reason. Huge call wall right above us. Right above these highs. Huge. Done for the day. I'm locking my. Oh, talk to me, coach. Talk to you about what? What do you want to know? Raúl, dímelo, papi. Que volá, hacer. My title, what does it say? Discipline? Forget what I wrote on there. Helping men achieve discipline or something? I gotta figure out how to work these things. My title. What does the title say? Not getting in. You guys mollywopped me twice today. Buying at the top of this candle. Things going higher, but I don't have an entry. Sit tight. Says you owe me the title of your car, your lease in full. What's happening back there? We trading? Yeah, I'm trading. Got the markets up. Trading on a prop firm account, recording it live. Running through some gamma exposure. Dealing with my cat. You know, normal Wednesday shit. Up and price pushed. I knew it. Fucking knew it. It should be suppressed here. Let's see if we get price suppressed here. The gamma exposure. But buyers around. There's no sellers. My price coming down. Yeah, bro. Day trading is stressful. It's easier said than done because look, this is all we're doing. This is it. I'm clicking a button. There's only two directions, up or down. But I learned how to trade options. And with options, I don't need to pick a direction. I could be neutral. So I could sell options at the highs and sell options at the lows. And if price stays in between, I make money on both sides. It's called selling credit, if you want to Google it. You sell the options, you don't buy them. So if I sold options at the high of this week and the market goes down, I collect the credit that the options usually would be worth that you would pay for. So if you paid $100 for an option, if I paid $100 for an option, then I'll get the 100 if I sell it. See what I'm saying? So I like to sell options for passive income on my retirement account, on my regular account, and then I kind of gamble or I take riskier trades on the prop firm accounts. Yeah, I wouldn't be swinging, pushing this button so much if it was my real money. Since it's a prop firm, I'm gonna leverage their money. So right now for the month I'm up 3,500. Today I'm down 1,500. Would never let it get like that in my personal. But my personal is options only. And then I have futures on the prop firm. It's gonna take you a good half a decade though to figure it all out. Not figure it out because you'll understand what to do, but just not make the mistakes that will cost you your account, which is what I was doing for years and years and years and years. And I still kind of do it, but I'm at a point where I stopped caring. I just can't stress over losses. So I treat it like a game. And it's more of a game now. It keeps my mind sharp and it trains my mind on pattern recognition. I want to get short here, but I'm going to burn myself again if I can. Might do it. Regret this. Short NASDAQ and ES. I've been doing this. This is going on 6 years, 2019. See price come back to VWAP. Okay, the Delta just oh, catch it, I catch. Nothing's looking good, guys. Listen, brother, Raul, just stick with it because I promise you, you're gonna have a moment where you're gonna be like, all right, I get it, and then you're just gonna trade from a place of just not caring. Once you trade like that, it just flows. Yeah, bro, it's hard to talk about trading with other people because they don't get it. When I try to explain options to people, it looks like their mind's gonna explode. And I was that way too for a long time. And then finally I saw somebody make $1 million a month off of like 100 grand, and I knew I could do that. So I had a ChatGPT teach me everything I needed to know about options. There are no sellers in sight. Everyone trying to sell gets eaten up by the buyers. Nice. Look for another. Yeah, bro, $1 million a month, and I seen it. Once you get to a level of like 100K, 200K trading account, you can make 10 grand a day easily. Same trade, just different amount of money on the line. Price about to take out the highs of the day to the unfinished auction. It's either going to mitigate this unfinished auction or it's going to push right past it. Just have a lot of positive gamma right here at this exact level. So dealers are long, they're long calls right here. Not fight this price action. I am not sure. You have to go long at the highs. All this delta on the left, all green. Yeah, bro, $1 million a month trading. Targeting the weekly value area high. Oh, Sean, don't short it. But buyers, man. Can't get in long at the highs. All right, guys. I'm gonna call it a day. All right, that's it for me. Down 1,500 today. Losing day. We can do tomorrow.